Well, this might be one of the first bills to actually pass, and I didn't expect it to be this one. Senator Mullin from the state of Oklahoma had reintroduced the Preserving Choice in Vehicle Purchases Act. It's another bill that would limit the EPA from issuing Clean Air Act waivers for state policies like what we see in California. And I think we should talk about this one.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent.
So welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I'm taking this straight from Senator Mullin's website. So you can go to Mullin, mullin.senate.gov, and this will pull up for you. But it says in August of 2022, the California Air Resources Board, also known as CARB, adopted its Advanced Clean Cars 2 regulation requiring all model year vehicle sales to qualify as zero emission by 2035, but could not enforce it until the EPA granted approval on the California waiver. In December of 2024, Biden's EPA approved the ACC2 waiver to ban the sale of all conventional gasoline-powered cars by 2035. Currently, 12 additional states and Washington, D.C. have adopted California's ACC2 regulations. Senators John Barrasso from Wyoming, Ted Cruz of Texas, Kevin Cramer of North Dakota, Dan Sullivan of Alaska, we talked about him in the bill he proposed earlier, Roger Wicker, Mississippi, Shelley Moore Capito in West Virginia, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, Mike Lee of Utah, Mike Crapo of Indiana, Ted Budd of North Carolina, Pete Ricketts of Nebraska, Roger Marshall from Kansas, Steve Daines of Montana, Katie Britt of Alabama, Jim Reich of Idaho, Jim Justice of West Virginia, Cynthia Loomis of Wyoming, Rick Scott of Florida, and John Hoeven of North Dakota all joined Mullin in co-sponsoring this legislation. So this one, of all the other ones that we've talked about, has the most people pushing behind it. This was quote, and this is from Senator Mullin, "California waivers are not about clean energy, they are about control," said Senator Mullin. Quote, "For 4 years, Washington Democrats worked to overregulate every aspect of Americans' lives, including what car they drive. Now President Trump is back in office. It's critical we protect America's freedom to choose what vehicle is best for them and their families and allow consumer choice to dictate the market. Capitalism has already proven that internal combustion engines represent the overwhelming majority of vehicle purchases in America. I will not sit back and allow federal government to make purchasing choices for consumers in Oklahoma. The Preserving Choice in Vehicles Act is endorsed by a ton. Oklahoma Farm Bureau, Oklahoma Port Council, CVR Energy, American Farm Bureau, American Trucking Association, Western Energy Alliance. There is like 89, SEMA, Specialty Equipment Market Association. If you don't know who SEMA is, you should. American Motorcyclist Association, the AMA, the Tire Industry Association. There's just so many different associations that are supporting this. This is the bill I've seen that has had the most push and support behind it. Now, what this would basically do, what Senator Mullin's bill does is it's a very straightforward bill. It eliminates all California's waivers and keeps California from ever being able to do anything like that again in the future. It should be a bill that could be voted on tomorrow, sent to the House the same day, and be done. I don't see, now you can see how much support it has behind it, and that's why it does. It has all of those people behind it strictly because it's a pretty straightforward bill. It's not dealing with a bunch of extra stuff. It's not dealing with rolling back emissions. It's literally about just ending the waivers and making sure that California's Air Resource Board is reined in a little bit. Pull that power back from them from being able to do this. And I think that bill, as soon as tomorrow, being tomorrow, or as you're seeing it today, being Friday, because it's 11 o'clock in the evening for me as I'm cutting this, I think it's pretty straightforward. I think that bill passes pretty easily, and that would be the first instant piece of legislation that pulls the rug out from under on CARB. And then like I said, I've said this before multiple times, all it takes is one. When the first one goes, then it's like dominoes. Bing, 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 bing. They'll just and all fall over, and it will be over with. It'll be done. And that's all it's going to take. Just the first one to get done. So let me know what you guys think about Senator Mullin's legislation here in the comments down below. If you're in California and you're under that environmental tyranny, I totally understand it. And, look, we don't have much longer to go. One of these things are going to pass. One of these bills are going to get done. And hopefully it just happens sooner than later. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure to go check out tksgarage.com if you want any of this cool merch, hoodies, which we got over here somewhere. Let me see if this thing is going to adjust. See the TK's Garage hoodies? I'm just laid out on the couch so bad trying to let my knee stay elevated, and this brace is literally killing me, man. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, stay petty, my friends.
Whoopee!